Are you tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling, counting kangaroos, checking the clock to discover that hours have passed by and you're still not asleep? Then yes, you probably do have insomnia. And the severity of insomnia can range from a scale of 1 to 10. Millions of people in the world have this awful dis-ease. And not only you, but your friends and family and your workmates can be affected by your insomnia, especially when you become Mr. Grumpy. So we've all heard the rhythmic sound of the cicada that puts us to sleep at night and wakes us up again in the morning. And this little insect is a good reminder to me that I too have a cicada in my brain. It's called the circadian rhythm, and this rhythm are the phases of brainwave activity and hormone production that governs my eating and sleeping patterns. And one of the biggest things to affect the circadian rhythm is light. So when the sun comes up, my brain produces serotonin, which is my good mood, good feeling hormone, and I need it for activities during the day. And cortisol is released, which is the fight, flight, or run away response that we need and may need during the day. And then at night, when the sun goes down, melatonin is released, which sends off lots of different signals that it's time for me to go to sleep. So in the mining industry, we disrupt the circadian rhythm in many ways, and I'm just going to mention a few of the obvious ones, which are the first one would be shift work and underground workers who during the winter don't even see the light, copious amounts of caffeine and power drinks that the miners use every day, and the expenditure of power drinks is colossal in the mining industry. Cigarettes are also a stimulant that disrupts the circadian rhythm. And ambient lights that come off our big TV screens and computer screens. And of course stress, because as we know, when there's too much stress, and stress is different for everyone, but what is considered too much for you is too much for you. Your body will be producing and releasing too much cortisol in the body, which causes havoc in the systems, which is another whole area. So I know that most of the mine sites in Australia, at least, have programs that they have available for people who live in the camps, who are struggling with the shift work and having either chronic or severe types of insomnia. And so these programs are good, and I recommend that you follow their recommendations for you camp people. And I would like to offer you some alternatives to what you already are learning and implementing. And these are some pranayama techniques, some breathing techniques. So we'll start off right at the beginning, and I'll teach you how to breathe properly, because I know there's a lot of miners out there who are very shallow breathers and don't maximize the oxygen capacity that our body has and can do. So I'll teach you some breathing techniques, and I will also make available to you some of my relaxation audios that I have produced in mind for people who work in the mining industry. So stay tuned.